know why I feel this way. It's because of the server I love to play. An adventure for me every day. Play on the server the TimeShot way. Hello people, it's Poe and we are back on TimeShot. Now, today I wanted to try something a little bit different, and this is something that I didn't really have plans on doing. But as I was watching a completely unrelated video on YouTube, I thought, you know what, it would actually be kind of a cool concept if we had a segment, say once a week, even once every 2 weeks, however I feel it's necessary, where we influence people to comment on videos a little bit more. Now, as you guys know, as we go through TimeShot and so on and so forth, we often have several topics, some controversial, some not, some lighthearted, some not, some that I word properly and some that I don't. But either way, it influences people to leave comments. Here's Jake's armor that he made for me, actually. I kind of like that. I want mending, though. Before I put that on and start breaking it. Yeah, I don't have a mending book there. I need mending. So I'm going to have to either wait for Edson to get his villager thing back up and running to sell a mending book, or I'm going to have to break into it and see if I can't get a mending book. But anyway, back to this concept. Let's talk about this concept to get people to comment more regularly. Now, what I'm thinking is these people who comment on these topics, they really... I like that in my personal time, okay? So I don't often reply to them in videos, but I like going back after I've had this long conversation, this long talk about a certain topic that's important to me, or that's on my mind. I like going back and seeing some of the comments and some of the topics that people reply to and getting their take on it and their opinions on it. So what I wanted to do was start featuring those kinds of comments. Now that can be good, that can be bad, but because I don't want to influence people to just like leave comments that are spammy. That's why I want to take my time and choose ones that, you know, make me think and make me take a step back and consider different things and things like that. They don't need to be so, you know, what's the right word? Deep. They don't need to be that special. But, you know, anything that makes me stop and want to reply, I feel like it would be good if we did once a week, twice a week, some kind of a thing where we feature them. So I'm going to be presenting a Let's Talk type of segment, or I could... Ooh, why do we have clouds on? Clouds off. I better check the controls. Okay, auto jumps off. Okay. Clouds, goodbye. Woo. A Let's Talk segment, or a chat segment, or a debate segment, or a topic segment. I want to be able to feature topics, either way. So I think the best way to start that is to just start that, right? So I went through the last, I think, 3 or 4 videos, and I picked some of the comments that I wanted to feature, and we'll just talk about them briefly. I finished this, by the way. You guys like that? I'm liking it. Now I'm working on the pathway, which I am going to actually change. Yeah, I was playing around with different pathway ideas. You can see like 3 different ones here. 3 or 4 different ones. And I'm not happy with any of them. So I'm probably going to tear all this up. I got an idea for it, though. It needs so much more quartz. So maybe I should just go get quartz while we talk about these kinds of topics. Might be the best course of action. Anyway, let's just jump right into it with, let's see. Start with a few videos ago. We were talking about YouTube and their new censorship program, and the YouTube heroes and, you know, that sort of thing. And what it meant for monetization, and a lot of people showing concern for the fact that Codewing seemed to be the only one of us that was affected by Minecraft murder, and how he had to start renaming his videos and stuff. That wasn't entirely true. I just want to touch upon this. This isn't someone's reply, but I just wanted to touch upon that in saying others are affected by it. Others are. It's not that he's specifically only being targeted. Even some of my videos have been taken down for demonetization, where we cannot make money on those videos that we post for you guys. If you enjoy watching them, you know, we enjoy posting them, whether we make money on them or not. And that's one of the biggest things that I have to kind of reiterate, is that some people are affected by it. It's just that Code, you know, he deserves to make some revenue on the videos that he posts, and he's in his right to fight them. And I've fought the ones that I've had. So some of my Dead by Daylight episodes, despite me putting a warning at the beginning, you know, the word dead, the word murderer, the word serial killer, all of those things come up flag, and you can't monetize them. I've fought them. You can fight the demonetization. I've fought them, and I've won, but it's a long process. It takes a couple days, and they don't warn you when it happens. Like, you'll have a video taken down, and you yourself just have to figure it out by looking at the list of videos and saying, hey, wait a minute, why am I not making money on that anymore? But that's sort of the way that it goes. But Codewing isn't the only one affected, okay? But I got a reply. It was on that episode by Sword of the Wolves, and they left a rather long and detailed post, and I'll read it here. It said, I am honestly really against YouTube's recent censorship caused by the automatic system, not the updated policy. Okay, so I don't know if that means that they're for the censorship program, but just not against, or only against the automation and not so much against the policy. Either way, let's keep reading. It says, why not make it so that the uploader can put it into the intro, or no, can put it into the video ratings like movies, so only people mature enough can watch it and can see the video listed, though there are clear things that shouldn't be allowed, as said, hate speech, clear nudity. It doesn't seem like they are enforcing the vulgar language exempt where it is to huge extremes. For example, Leafy's videos really aren't being demonetized heavily. All right, so let's break that down a little bit. First of all, thank you for that comment. Yeah, the automated process is a big issue, because more often than not, it's going to be wrong. We just know that. You can just tell. There's no way that, like, if you drew a stick figure attacking another stick figure, that it should really be taken down for, like, you know, inciting violence or something. Unless, of course, you were to put names to those stick figures. You know, like, you couldn't... the classic Napoleon Dynamite example, okay? Napoleon Dynamite, you had Pedro running for president of the school, whatever, the student body. And he made a piñata of the person he was competing against and got reprimanded for that. And he didn't understand why, because, you know, where he's from, it's perfectly fine to do that. It's a fun thing. But to other people, it could be seen as you trying to incite violence against that person. When you give something a face, that's when it becomes an issue. But the automated process doesn't allow you to even do that. I mean, it's just picking things at random. So the reason I picked that comment is because I absolutely agree 110%. I even made that exact same comment myself about the rating system that movies have. It makes so much sense, and I thank you for making that same kind of viewpoint. For realizing that would be a good idea. Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. That the rating system is something that could be useful on YouTube. If I was able to... See, right now, let me explain something to you guys, and a lot of you don't know this, but YouTube actually does have sort of an off and on button for monetization. They have one checkbox, okay? So you post a video, all right? You make a video, you record it, and say it's like Minecraft murder. And you think to yourself, well, you know what? It might be a little bit vulgar for little kids, who might be watching. So I'm going to mark this as mature. Same way that streamers on Twitch and Beam and other streaming services like that, they can actually mark their streams as mature, and then you have to, there's a warning sign, and it says, basically, please note that you are watching a stream that has been marked by mature, right? So that's... Get past this first. Oh. Ooh. Worth it. Hashtag. So yeah, on other streaming services, you can mark your streams as mature and still get paid for doing them. There's nothing against that. But on YouTube's side, if you mark your video as mature, as a courtesy to little kids or something, it automatically cannot be monetized. Just period. That's it. Cannot be. So yeah, I think if they had a rating system, a proper rating system, so that you could go in and say, yes, I have a teen rated video. Maybe there's a little bit of vulgar language in it, but it's not anything like restricted quality. I feel like that should be notified. People should be notified of that, but don't take away my money for that. So that's, don't know if I worded that right, but a system where we could inform people, like, yes, there may be certain things in this video that are inappropriate. However, don't take my money away from that, and let the advertisers choose whether or not to monetize on those videos. What does not advertiser friendly mean? I mean, if I'm an advertiser, maybe I want my company posted on some guy's video because it's a popular video. I don't care what content's in it. So why not let the advertisers choose, first of all, but giving us the ability to still make money and still be able to rate videos a certain way would be so useful. I really wish I could go in and rate all of my, say, Minecraft dinosaur videos friendly, kid friendly, family friendly, G-rated. And I wish that I could go and I could mark even TimeShot videos like this one, maybe teen. My Dead by Daylight would be teen, And so a little kid could subscribe to only kid-friendly videos, similar to how, Netflix does it. And then, everyone's happy. That is such a good suggestion. So again, thank you, Sword of the Wolves, for making that comment, because I agree with you wholeheartedly that there should be a rating system and that we should be able to change it as we see fit, and that advertisers really, should get to choose when and where their videos are, their advertisements are posted. But anyway, there was that. So, another one, from the same video. I kind of touched upon this. It was from Garo Lady, and it said, just a tiny bit confused, because I've seen other TimeShot members posting MCM with the full name in the title, or Minecraft Murder, and their things have not been flagged like poor Codewings has. Thanks for the information. I completely forgot that you had said that. I made the already the comments regarding that before I jumped onto the other topic. But basically, yes, we are affected by it. Despite me saying Codewing is. He definitely is. He's had to go to odd lengths to change names and stuff so that his stuff isn't flagged. But we are too. We are all affected by it. Some of us just don't care. Others, we just report it as false flagging and wait for them to fix it. So that's kind of how it goes for everyone there. Another comment, completely unrelated to anything serious, said from Talon1017 said, Poet, we need to talk. Your intro, your TimeShot intro, is way too catchy. It's been stuck in my head for the past 5 days. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I, on the other hand, I think I've talked about this even early on, is that I don't really like my new intro. I don't feel like... I made it in the course of about maybe 15-20 minutes. Found the music, really liked it, recorded the audio for it, dubbed over it, edited it as much as I could, and oh boy, this is okay. I edited it, editing to do. I edited it, and I don't like it. I don't like how it turned out. I think it was kind of rushed. I think that I could do a better job, and I strive to. So right now, I sort of have a song in mind. I found music, and it's more acoustic-y. You know, not quite like Huck's old TimeShot intro, but it's more acoustic. And I want to figure out the lyrics to it now. So I've been writing new lyrics, which I'm taking my time with it. I have a few words in mind, but then I guess it's not writer's block exactly, but it's just I can't figure out the proper way to say it. And then after all that, I have the big fear that when I finally do produce the song for my intro, that people will like it a lot less than the current one even. So it's a big to do for me. I focus on it way too much, but I feel like there was a time when I used to try to do an intro for every series. Lion King was my favorite one. If you look at my old Lion King series, I always really liked the way that I did that intro. There was no singing involved, but I always liked that one. I did several for my dinosaur series. I used to try to do them regularly, and then I kind of strayed from that because it seemed like I would do a intro and focus on that, and it was not easy to do a good looking intro. And then a series might not even take off. And then I've spent all this time doing something that, for what? It was wasted effort. And then other series look at my Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, for example, was the first one where I decided not to do an intro. When I started posting that, I was like, you know what? I could do an intro, but I don't see really the point of it. I had the basic intro was literally just an excerpt from the cutscene at the beginning, which was about as lazy as you could get. And then when I renewed it for season 2, I just cut that out completely. Because it was, what's the point in this? So, TimeShot, on the other hand, I always have liked the intros for them. They mean a lot to me when I do them, because they are difficult work. It's like every UHC intro you see. A lot of work goes into those. Probably more than you guys realize. And, the people who make them, usually it's either in Asia, Penny, Fabe has done them, and people in between. But, like, they put a lot of effort into them, and I don't know, it's just, I want to focus on my new TimeShot intro. I want to make it sort of special to me, and I just hope that other people like it. But I will unfortunately change the intro, so make a long story short, thank you so much for your appreciation of it. But it's gonna go bye-bye soon, I hope. I really just have to dedicate time and just record it, but haven't. Alright, so next I wanted to, this is on the ooh, hello. Oh, what a shot. Okay. On one of the next video from Noodle Plays said, I have the same jumping problem. Is it a problem? I don't know. Referring to when Jake pointed out that I had jumped around talking. It is a problem, and I'll tell you why. Because I actually find that I think it relates in a small way to lack of attention from disorder or otherwise. So maybe that's an issue for you, but for me, I find that it's an issue when I start to record things like this. It's hard to explain for people who don't have this problem, but the amount of focus that I have to do right now, even to just continue looking around for quartz. Like right now, mining quartz, it's not something that's super exciting at all. And I knew it wouldn't be, but when we're talking like this, I can't do very detailed work. I just can't. There'd be way too many pauses, breaks, and so on. I just couldn't do it. Is that quartz worth it? No. I just couldn't do it. And even right now, the desire, it's sort of a weird desire, but the like, I would do anything to just be able to just jump around right now and not do anything. Maybe I'm more suited to like a podcast these days, but the ability to just jump around would be wonderful, because that's what I want to do. Like, it's such a weird impulse, but I have to struggle right now really hard not to just jump around. And you'll see that a lot in some of my videos where we'll be getting to the end of my talk. Maybe we've talked for like 50 minutes or so, and I'll just be jumping around my base like in circles. And that right there, you guys are witnessing the exact same problem. I just lose the ability when I'm focusing on what I'm trying to say. I lose focus on what I'm doing. So for me, it's a problem. Ooh, that was weird. I was on fire for a second. I think I got hit by an ember. I lose focus on what I'm doing, what I'm saying, and so I end up just walking around in a circle, not doing anything else. That, to me, is a little bit of a problem. I want to get better. I have always wanted to get better at not doing that, at being able... Like, I envy people who have the ability to walk around, build, do things that are interesting on camera, in view, and still, you know, can completely focus on what they're saying. I envy those people so bad. You know, whether envy's a bad thing or not, I don't care. It's I want to have that in. I want to experience that just once, even, you know, the ability to talk and not lose my focus on what I'm doing, or vice versa, where like I'll be building a house and I'll be in the middle of a talk and I'll stop my talk and say, okay, well now I'm gonna place. I think I should place this here. You know, like that. Who cares? Keep talking. You know, I lose focus so easily. So in a way, it is sort of a bad thing. But I do it all the time. I'm very used to it. I guess when people see me doing it, like Jake did, you know, it was kind of funny to him. But either way, that was that. So is it a bad thing? It's up to you, I guess. Really. For me, I don't know if videos it makes it really appropriate, you know. But I try my hardest to not do that in a video. Even if I'm just, like right now, going around, mining up quartz ore. You know, at least that's something. At least I'm doing something. So, next, the Hexbox said, now I have to go back to watching Red Cube Season 1 because nostalgia. Thanks, Poet. And I appreciate that. That is something that I've often sort of wondered. Like, I know that I've changed as a person. Like, everybody changes constantly. You can claim, oh, I don't change. I haven't changed. You know, videos haven't changed me. You know, that kind of thing. And maybe that's true, but everybody changes as a person. Like, people get different opinions as time goes on. I've had this discussion before too, where it's like, oh, well, you flip-flopped on that issue. You flip-flopped. That's a bad thing. Don't flip-flop on issues. But in my opinion, if someone has the ability to change and grow and learn and modify their opinions, that's a good thing, generally. But despite that, I might be a different person, but I think that what I said in the past and what I've done in the past is still sort of relevant. It's still important to me. And so I've often wondered, like, do people go back and watch old videos? The answer is a resounding absolutely zero. No, not at all. It's true. I remember when I was, like, years ago, 2011, let's say. So like 5 years ago, I started my YouTube channel and I was thinking to myself, oh, this is kind of cool. You know, I can make a video and the views will just keep coming. And I can make one video a week and that one video will just keep getting views. And if it's a good video, it's a popular video, people like it, it'll always get views. And more views will add up over time, and that's great. 90% of the time, people will watch your video when it comes out, the week it comes out, and that's it. The shelf life of a video is very, very, very short. Once you release it, and it's out there, and a week has gone by, it's done. And nobody will ever watch it again. You know, that's essentially the truth of the matter. Why is it glitching here? Stop it. There. So yeah, I know that people don't go back and watch old videos. So, though they should. I do think that they should. And that's kind of where I was going with that, is that, you know, I think that what I used to say and how I used to act and what we used to do on places like Red Cubed, in old series of mine, We mentioned the older Lion King series, for example. Like that, that was still a fun and interesting series. I'm saddened that people don't go back and watch those kinds of things, that they kind of just get lost in time. There are some ways, like I remember talking with Siri, not the iPhone Siri, but Siri, who used to be on TimeShot here. Siri Sims. She used to say to me, like, oh, you should do like custom playlists on your main page, on your channel page, because all of a sudden you put those up and people start watching old videos again. But the way that YouTube works, especially lately, apparently they've just released a thing now where even if you're subscribed to someone, they won't show you that person's videos unless you have shown that you are interested in that person's videos. So now the subscriber count means even less. It's always meant little, but now it means even less. Because now even if someone subscribes to you, if they don't watch your content regularly and interact with that content regularly through comments, likes, whatever, your videos will not show up for them. And maybe that's rightfully so. If they're not watching your videos, why? It's really no problem. But on the odd chance that they'll see a video of yours that they might like, that just won't happen because they won't see your videos. This is getting off on an aside here. This is off on a tangent. Completely different direction. But it's all kind of relevant because those old videos now, without a doubt, won't show up. So yeah, I often wonder, do people go back and watch the old videos, and how can I influence people to, check out things like TimeShot Season 1 and Red Cubed Season 1 and 2 and, things like that. Is there a way to influence people, or do people feel overwhelmed? So I've actually even seen people commenting on TimeShot Season 2 here. We're only at like episode 18, 19, 20, whatever. And I've seen people commenting saying, oh, I love that you guys reset because I saw episodes in the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, and I felt overwhelmed. I didn't want to watch those. Maybe that's part of the problem too. You see an old series like Red Cubed with over 100 episodes. Well, I'm not gonna watch that. It's overwhelming to me. People don't want to feel overwhelmed. That's why certain shows benefit from having seasons. People can marathon Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones and stuff despite them having hundreds of episodes, but they don't care because it's broken down into seasons. Maybe that's the way to do it. A lot of people do it that way. Haha. But seriously, like, maybe that's the way to go with old series. I might as well give up on them. Maybe things like TimeShot should have regular new seasons, even if there's a map reset or not, Maybe my Minecraft Dinosaurs, which is over 400 episodes, maybe it's time to just say, hey, we're on season 2 now. And for this season, this is happening, like, maybe that's the way to do it and influence people to go back and watch old seasons. All right, I'm done here. So I'm going to try to get back up to there. I'll come back for some of this quartz maybe some other time. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to thank you, guy, the Hexbox, for basically saying, yeah, I want to go back and watch the old Red Cube series. Though keep in mind that, since then I'm a different person now. My opinion may be different than what it was back then, But that's always leaves it open for discussion, right? Either way, that's the end of it. So, what did you guys think? Did you like the fact that I went back and several old comments, essentially, talking about, various topics that we've talked about through the week, through the month? I don't know how I'm going to basically figure this all out yet, But what I would like to say is, the more you guys comment on those videos, any video for that matter, whether it's a TimeShot video or not, I want to start influencing those kinds of things. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, so I'm not suggesting that you guys leave a bunch of comments on this video, although you can, absolutely. I want to hear your comments, and in fact, I may include them from this video too. But as we discuss things on TimeShot, definitely leave comments, interact, engage, give your opinion. And as you guys do that, you never know. Maybe your topic will be included in the next topics episode. And also, don't forget to hit that like button. So with that, we'll be seeing you guys on TimeShot. Bye-bye.